Imagine that you have a technical issue with the cable box for your television inside your home, right? You call the cable company and they assure you that someone will be out to fix your particular problem very shortly. So the guy arrives, he checks out the cable box. He tells you that it is a simple matter and that your wire connections only need to tighten with a wrench. As you are watching him, you notice that he pulls out a hammer and he begins banging the cable box. You're confused, so you ask, "What are you doing? I thought you needed a wrench to fix the problem." He smiles, he looks at you, and he says, "Yes, I do need a wrench, but I didn't bring one. So I kind of figured out if I hit hard enough with a hammer that your connections might just sort themselves out." What would be your immediate thoughts at this particular time? You would think that he was crazy, right? And you would want the company to send you a true and a real technician, obviously with a new box, and to give you a month of free cable just for wasting your time with this guy who is clearly a fool, right? As a matter of fact, you would probably do the smart thing that most of us would do, which is simply get a new cable provider because those guys are crazy. And why would you have all of these thoughts and possible emotions running through your mind concerning this small scenario? Well, it would probably be simply because you know that the problem can be fixed, but this guy is clearly using the wrong approach, and that approach is taking things from bad to worse, right? And that is exactly why most people are frustrated with connecting with their life purpose. You see, figuring out purpose is not really difficult, nor is it impossible. It just depends on your approach. I've always wondered, why would God want me to live with a sense of purpose, a sense of clarity, and a sense of direction in my everyday experience, and then make purpose so seemingly difficult to figure out and to connect with? And that was until I realized that he didn't make it difficult. Actually, he made it so easy that he took the time to write down the instructions. But most of us do not read those instructions. And because we don't, just like the cable guy, we make something simple very difficult because our approach is often wrong. So let's start with the basics. Figuring out your life's purpose does not start with purpose. Rather, it starts at understanding what life really is and how life is designed to work. I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about this for a short while. When you build a house, you don't start with the roof first, do you? No, you start with the foundation because you need something strong to support the roof and everything else that goes along with that, right? And here is something simple but important about foundations. You see, foundations are often hidden, but without them, a house will never be able to stand against any challenges and will possibly even be built as a weak and an unsafe structure. In the same way, life purpose is built on the foundation of, life. And a simple understanding of life will give you more deeper wisdom to better understand purpose. Now, I know you're probably already thinking, so what is a simple understanding of life? Here is a simple acronym for life, which I will shed more light on as we move along. L is for length of days, I is for investment of resources, F is for focus, and E is for engagement. We all know that during our lifetime, or that our lifetime is the sum or the total number of our days on earth, right? As a matter of fact, in Psalms 90, King David said something not only interesting, but something very important. He said, "So teach us to number our days that we may apply our heart unto wisdom." You and me, we all have a finite amount of time. And that time we have to wisely use to invest in the resources that we have, to wisely focus on what is important, to wisely engage in what gives us the best return for our time and our energy traded. And that is what life is about. I'm Conrad L. Jones, and I help people connect with who they're born to be, to live their unique adventure, to transform their world and have more fun on their journey. And I would be more than happy to help you make a few fun, easy connections in your life. So join me over at purposeunleashed.com. I'll see you over there.